back to SWIND. Back to the series of Above and Beyond. Continuing with the SWIND team, which is the Avenger team according to Raisin, not according to the DC guy. Coming to that first question, what qualities were you looking for when you assembled the whole team? Like, and why? What type of qualities?
I think one of the most important qualities for us to find people that are really interested in learning. So we don't want to have a company where like, oh, only talent care matters. We want to get the A team together, like all those egos. We want to build a company that really is a team to tackle the challenge that we have, because it's a massive challenge together. And agriculture in itself, you can't solve agriculture as one company. You can't solve it as one person. It's the whole industry is about collaboration. I mean, the whole supply chain. You have the farmer, then you have to get it from the farm to the shop, to the person preparing it, to the end consumer. This itself is like a collaboration, but then the farming aspect is collaboration. This collaboration. So we believe also the company, we have to be all about building a team that works together. And in that sense, we also want to have people that are passionate about the industry, about agriculture, that want to solve problems, that want to learn and get better to really solve this massive problem that agriculture right now has, or problems actually. There's too many to tackle.
You are clear about, okay, this is what you're looking for, but how did you attract the talents now? Like, because it's really competitive all out there. So how did you get people like, hey, sign up to SWIND, like you are going to be the change? How did that happen?
Yeah, you're good at picking up the pain points, aren't you? See, I think attracting talent is basically, and like I say this at the risk of, not being a very popular opinion, but I think for a startup, getting the right people is even more challenging than raising capital, right? So I mean, raising capital is capital, right? I mean, yes, you want investors who align with you and all of that, but people, you definitely need the ones that you align with the vision, that are what we call a great fit. So I believe like the idea is to be open, right? So not to say that no, I'll only hire people from LinkedIn, and like, or some people are like, I'll only hire people through personal referrals and all. I think the key is to be open. You can find the right people through any channel. And another thing I would say is, like, as founders, this is something one needs to focus on. Like, you need to lock your time in and say that, yeah, I'll spend this time just finding the right people. It is a full-time job. Like, as people say, founders have many full-time jobs. Like, it's multiple full-time jobs combined into one. So this is one of those full-time jobs.
Interesting. So is any other challenges that you faced once, like, okay, you went through the first round of interview, then like the second round, okay, people didn't turn up?
I would say, interesting enough for us, I think it's a bit this industry we are in. It's sustainability, impact, and deep tech, like cool technology, which does excite people. So we actually do get a lot of interest for employees, which is a super luxurious position to be in. But then it's still really difficult to find the right people out of the people that are applying, and it can be like you have 100 people applying and you just don't find the right person, because especially we're still a super small team. Every person that comes on board has a massive impact on like the culture, the team, also the momentum of the team. And so you have to find the right fit with the right grit, people that have the same grit as you, that just keep going. And in our opinion, which actually has happened during our hiring process, we just didn't find the right person, even though we interviewed, I don't know, like 100 people or something, and then decided, actually, let's look again in a couple of months. And this is super frustrating because you put all this effort in. Of course, for the candidates can also be frustrating because they, of course, also spend their time. But I'd rather not hire somebody than get the wrong people on board.
now you have a set of new, like, are you planning to hire more people, or is it like the team is done?
Uh,
What can audience expect if they want to be part of Swin's team?
no,
We have a career page also, by the way. You can check it out in our description. The link is below. Yes, please.
yeah. So I don't think you can be as arrogant and say that now we are done with the team and we don't need anyone else. No, absolutely not. But as Kevin said, we would rather be patient than, uh, especially in terms of hiring, than make impulse decisions. So we are very patient in hiring. We have to be convinced that also, like, it's not just working in a startup itself is challenging, right? All the uncertainty, everything. But at the same time, agri-tech, not as easy space, not for the faint-hearted, I would say. And I believe this very strongly that in early stages, the early employees, the grit has to be same as the founders. We often say that we often give founders a lot of credit that yeah, the founders are very gritty and all, but it's the team. The team has to have the same grit. The responsibilities are different, the roles are different, founders have a different role to play. But if you don't have the grit, you don't have the right word is perseverance, then like forget about just being a startup. Like agri-tech itself has enough challenges. So yeah, I think we are open, but we'll be patient.
Thank you, Kunal. That was really insightful. So, you want to know more about how to join Swind? Please do check our career page. The link is there in the description. Also, the next part of our episode is about technology, the story behind how can the drone fly and how is it able to see things. Stay tuned. Do subscribe and do hit the bell icon. Peace.